So is ChatGPT going to replace all physicists? That's what Sam Altman is going for.
Sam Altman and OpenAI are claiming that ChatGPT is now doing research-grade, high-energy physics.
Imagine you're at the LHC. That's the Large Hadron Collider in CERN. You've got jets of particles that are interacting with each other, and then different particles are going to scatter off, and we're going to collect all that data in our detectors. What we want to do is calculate what the scattering amplitude and the probability is going to be in each of these directions, because that tells us intimately how the fields interact with each other.
Right.
And in this case, they're wondering, how do gluons interact with each other? Gluons are the mediators of the strong nuclear force. Nucleus is full of protons, which are all positively charged. According to electromagnetism, they don't want to sit right next to each other. They want to blow apart. But the strong nuclear force between the quarks inside of these protons is what's gluing the nucleus together inside of an atom. That glue comes from gluons. That's how the quarks kind of talk to each other. Now, gluons can interact with themselves. And the focus of this particular paper is about how those gluons interact. We use Feynman diagrams, which is this sort of tool that Feynman came up with that helps us understand how these fields interact with each other. There's a particular way that they interact, which we thought would never happen.
Okay.
Because if you were to calculate through the whole integrals of all of the Feynman diagrams, the answer came out to be zero.
The math was saying that there's an outcome that should not happen.
Then about a year ago, the authors of the study from IAS, Princeton, Cambridge, Harvard, they decided that actually it might not be totally the case. They went all the way up to n equals 6 gluons interacting with one another, and they tried to write out by hand the formula for how probable this outcome would be. It's a ridiculously bad formula. For a human being to write out all the combinatoric possibilities of this gluon going here and going there, what's the probability of this, and keeping track of all those integrals. They do it by hand all the way up to n equals 6, okay?
Jesus.
But what they're getting an inkling of is maybe this is not zero. This answer is not all going to cancel out. So that's when they employed ChatGPT. ChatGPT took those expressions, simplified it, and then conjectured a simple formula that was a general case for all n, not just n equals all the way up to 6, but n equals 7, you just plug in a number, you get the thing out. And then this was kind of interesting. Then an internal OpenAI model spent 12 hours reasoning behind this thing, came up with the formula on its own, and came up with the proof for that formula. That was then corroborated by the authors. The proof was verified, and it was correct. So it is quite fascinating, right? And I think it is a big deal. And, you know, I'm not quite convinced that they can do really new science,
Yes.
right? But they can fill in gaps.
Yes.
And I think that's what they're doing here.
Yes.